Hello, my little souls here. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing What If Deku Was Daud from Dishonored. If you guys don't know who Daud is from, if you haven't played Dishonored or don't know who Daud is in general, go search it up, watch a Let's Play or something. He's a pretty cool character, I like him. In this one, Daud, for background information, Daud was in the void somewhere after his pupil, Billy Lurk, went to go kill the outsider. She managed to do so, but had a choice. He managed to convince Daud to sacrifice his own soul just for to do something right for the outsider. And she managed to convince him to do it. And so Daud did. Daud sacrificed his soul for the outsider's life to continue living in the mortal realm, as he would have died doing this process, and in the process his soul would have gotten reincarnated into a different world, somewhere far away, somewhere in a different universe. His soul is being incarnated into a little boy named Izuku Midori. When he was born, the doctors noticed a mark of something, a mark of a couple circles drawing in others. As they would have thought it's a weird birthmark and just would have left that at that. And as the years would go by, Izuku wasn't the happy boy he is in normal canon. He would be more of a serious, always stoic type of person. He wouldn't be all go cheerful, look up to heroes and look up to All Might. He's more of get down to business type of man. And we'll do it with efficiency. As the years would go by, Daud would realize that he is alive somehow, and that his soul must have carried on to a different world. If he is in this one, people have powers that are called quirks. In this Daud always did know what his powers were, which some of the powers that he had were blink, where he could stop time and look around to which place he wanted to teleport if he stood still, or if he just didn't move at all. Next was pull. He could use some of his energy to pull things to him, like small objects or people to him. Next is summon assassin. He can summon one of his old friends from back, or whatever his memory can remember of it. But right now he can't use it because he doesn't have any assassins he's working with or haven't shared his power with. The next is Void's Gaze. He can look through different things. He can look through walls, see different things, all that stuff. And find people's tracks and do all that good stuff. He would have also had little buffs to his little things. He would have had vitality, agility, bloodthirst, shadow kill. But he wouldn't use that right now because he was still a child and couldn't use his shadow kill because he couldn't kill right now. And he had arcane making, which he can make bone charms out of. If you don't know what bone charms are, they're charms made out of whale bone that give you certain buffs. If you don't know what that is. Then we go to present time. Where Izuku is pronounced quirkless. And instead of his mother comforting him, she would just neglect him, not do anything, and just basically leave him to do his own thing. Let him cook his own food. Let him do whatever he wants. She would never do that. She would just do her own thing and just feed Izuku the basics until one day at kindergarten, while Izuku was protecting a boy from his friend, quote unquote, from bullying other kids. He was made a mockery of and got beat down by his so-called childhood friend, and would not be the all-go-lucky man anymore. He would now be cold, not care about anyone. You would always see people as either greedy, corrupt, or just fake in general. As the years would go by, Daud got a hang of to the society of once this was. He would always wear gloves, wear red, as that was his favorite in practice in swordsmanship, as this swordsmanship in this world is much more different than the ones in others, as Daud would proceed to play or practice in swordsmanship for around 5 years, and he's a master at all types of weapons: knives, swords, crossbows, guns, all things that would be in need of a perfect assassin. As the years would go by, Daud would have made to make his own money if his mother only would have ever buy him the only basic clothes, basic food, all that. As by the age of 13, he would be working on a job just to sustain his own things, as he would in due time recreate the outfit of a red trench, gloves. There was a little thing around his chest with a pouch, a belt with other pouches on there, black pants, a hood, and a mask. A mask of the one that he saw long ago, the mask of Corvo Atano himself. He would have made his own get up and suit out of it. He would have made his sword that he still had from the assassins, a golden brown handle with a long sword. He would have used this and done vigilante work, as he did not want to show his power to anyone else. As Daud would have left his mother for neglecting him, and would just leave the house. As Daud wouldn't leave yet. He would have stayed until he was around 17. He was 18 until the end of high school, where the teacher would come in and say, "Hey, I know you all want to be here. I need you to sign papers here." As the students would be all sad and gloomy and say, "Oh, come on, teach, we don't want to do that." And as the teacher would say, "I'm just kidding, I know you all want to be heroes," as he would throw the papers up as everyone started using their quirks, except for Baku. As Deku would not have a quirk. It is magic, black magic to be precise, given to him by an outsider in the void. As that would be his only reaction. Just keep calm and have a straight face. As Baku would do his same speech as in canon, saying, I'm gonna be the only one that's gonna be going away, and all of you are gonna be going to some busted D-lister. As the teacher would say, oh, Baku, you're going to UA? Oh, Midoriya, you're not wanna go to UA? Going to UA? As Deku, or Daud in this case, would say, no, I don't want to be a hero. I don't like heroes in general. I want to do my own thing. As Bach was saying, just get a vein on his head from frustrated with it, and then would go up to Daud and put his hands on his collar and say, you damn Deku. You don't want to be a hero? The hell do you take me for, a fool? As before anything else, Daud would just grab his arm, bend it the wrong way, breaking his arm, and smash his head on the table and say, don't touch me. Touch me. As he would just leave, grab his bag and leave. As this would be the day that he would finally move out of his mother's house, or his so-called creator, as Daud doesn't even see her as a mother. As all he had to do is fend for himself. No, he has never been shown love, nor acceptance by anyone. No hope. He was just himself. And that was that. That was all Daud needed, himself. As his mind would be clouded with darkness, and his heart would be chained to not let anyone in or out. And as Daud would just be walking through a tunnel, and he would see a sludge of, as he would be seeing a sewer grate rattling as a sludge villain would come out and say, hey kid, I need your body. And he would, as Daud would look up and with an expressionless face and say, I won't allow you to. As Daud just blinks behind him, using his time stop with that, and just make a precise move. As he would just keep teleporting around him until All Might came and saying, have no fear because I am here. As you would just see Daud just teleporting around on the sludge villain, and the sludge villain trying to get to it with him to take his body. I'm sorry. As Alma would say, Texas smash. As Daud would get not blown back, yes, he has gained a lot of muscle and strength. He is very chiseled with compact muscles. No matter how much he works out, he won't ever gain bulk. He would just be lean, but keep more muscle and more muscle to it. Also to it. Around this right now, he would be around 15% of... No, around 10% of One For All. One For All. As the sludge will be blown all over the walls. As Daud would just be looking at All Might and say, you need help collecting the villain? As All Might say, I would appreciate it, young man. As they would collect the sludge on him, put him in a bottle, and do that, all the things. All Might would say, hey kid, yes, what's your quirk? And Daud would just say, I don't have a quirk. I just have black magic. As Alma would say, black magic? What does this kid mean? And his mind would just say, what does this kid mean? What does he mean, black magic? As Daud would just teleport a blink away. ironically, because once all my blinked, he was already gone. And I was like, what? Where'd he go? I don't know. I don't have time for that. I need to jump. My time limit's almost up. As he would jump away. Bump away, and still drop the sludge villain. Because he was too busy about his time limit and thinking what the kid meant about black magic. As Daud would be at home, would be at his house, getting ready, putting on his vigilante outfit, putting on the hood with a mask of his so-called victim that he did back in the old days, or in his old life. He would pull his sword and hold it in its holster or its scabbard, and blink and start doing a patrol. As you would see explosions off in the distance, and you would say, "Not that fucking idiot." As you would go and see, you would go and see the pro heroes doing nothing and saying, "Damn, that kid's gonna die. Shit, we don't have the right quirk for this." As they would be telling everyone to stay back and that they've got it, but the thing is, they're not doing anything. They're doing nothing. As Daud is just there in the crowd, as he just starts moving forward. Nor as people would start saying, "Hey kid, get back. Hey man, hey dude, get back. It's not safe." Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I got distracted. As all they would see is Daud running in at pretty fast speeds. As Daud would use summon assassin and just summon one of his clones or a clone of himself, and start double teaming the sludge villain, as he would both stab at the eyes of the sludge villain, and they would pull out their blades, cleaning out the sludge off them. As an assassin that Daud summoned disappear, and then he would pull Baco out of the sludge villain. As the sludge villain would die. I'm gonna say that was a handful. As he would just put his sword back in the little scabbard he carries around. As that would happen, as news reporters and heroes would come in and scold the man, or the heroes would say, "Hey, are you a new hero? Are you a new hero?" As the news reporters will also be saying that, "Are you a hero as well?" As Daud would say nothing and just blink away. As Otto would be seeing that and be like, that man had a very similar teleportation to that kid I saw earlier today. Even the smoke, or even the effect that it let off, looked the same. As Daud would be at home, would be around, and would wait for a couple hours. He would move out of his mom's house in that day, teleporting back and forth between the apartment he would be living in. As he would just leave without telling his so-called mother goodbye or anything, and would just proceed to leave and never come back or look back. As that day would pass by, and the next would be the start of the 10 months of training. As Izuku or Daud would proceed to go on vigilante work and be getting a name for himself as a perfect assassin, Daud. That is, they would have a bounty on him for a pretty hefty price. As he has over the 10 months, he was training, not at Dago Beach, just training his skills, honing him to perfection. mastering his abilities yet again. Because if you don't practice your abilities, you'll get rusty. And if you get rusty, you fail. He would keep practicing, increasing the amount of magic he could use in his abilities. As that would happen for the past 10 months. 10 months, and one day, while he's on a patrol, he would have went out at night at bare almost at 11 a.m. He would be out just running through rooftop to rooftop, and as you would see a person getting mugged. It was a little boy and two men about to do indecent things to him. As Daud would jump in and then stab the man in the head and pull the blade out and then proceed to jab his sword into the man's neck, cutting out, slicing the spine in his neck as well. As blood would be gushing over the two thugs, as the little matter girl, as it was too dark for him to see. And Daud could make out if it was a she. Daud only made out that it was a girl. He thought it was a boy. As the girl looked no younger than 4, and he would have carried the girl he would have teleported and grabbed the girl and teleported. No, wait, she's not 4, she's around 9. And she would have teleported her to the police station, left and wrote a note and saying, "There's a little girl stuck in an alleyway with 2 thugs. Gotta take care of them." As that night would continue on, as Daud would just continue to say, "Hey, wow, today has been a weird day." As a person behind him would say, "Yeah, it was Daud the assassin." As he would look back and see it was the pro hero Eraserhead. As Daud would say, "See, we finally came, hero." As that's where I'm going to be leaving it off, boys. I hope you liked this. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you liked and what you didn't. This is Solus, signing off.